Welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I thought we'd go ahead and take a look at a comedy, which stars SNL's Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. And since I did cover the film Sisters on the channel, which had them in it, I thought we could take a look at the duo, their first film for the studio. And they co-star alongside Greg Kinnear, Dax Shepard, Romany Mako? I'm probably going to pronounce that right. Mari Tierney, alongside Holly Taylor and Sigourney Weaver, 2008's Baby Mama. Kind of got tongue-tied when I was pronouncing some of the cast's name. But yeah, this is a comedy that came out in 2008, and it stars the SNL duo. This was produced alongside Lorne Michaels and John Goodwin, written and directed by Michael McCurry. Let's actually talk about this film. So, Baby Mama is a movie that, like I said, came out in 2008, and it basically focused on Tina Fey. She's sort of like this corporate woman that she works at. She's a businesswoman that she decides she's been wanting to have a baby. So she meets up with Amy Poehler, who she pays to have this baby. So that's the gist of what Baby Mama is about. It also has Steve Martin. Yes, Steve Martin with long hair. Now, this is a movie I really like. Now, I have not seen this movie probably since 2008. So this is a first time watch for me. Well, second time actually. Again, I haven't seen it since 2008. So what did I think of now watching in 2024? Oh, we're kicking off February with this film, so just wanted to let you guys know. So, does this movie still hold up? And the answer is absolutely. I think this movie is more relevant to the current day and age of people having children, basically. And it's a comedy, so there are a lot of good moments, and Tina Fey is trying to get Amy Poehler to stick on this diet because you don't want to you don't want the baby to be ruined, her baby, to become the baby mama. As the bellman, Romany Mako, he was actually in 4-Year-Old Virgin and another film for the studio, Night School. But he's like giving Amy Poehler tips about it. It's like, oh, don't listen to there are funny moments where he's like, oh, don't listen to DMX. He'll grow up. The baby will grow up to look like DMX, that kind of thing. So it's a really, really solid, funny comedy, and the humor works because of that. And the fact, I think it also had many of the crew from Saturday Night Live doing this. It has a very SNL feel. Yeah. So pretty much of that. Now, Lorne Michaels has produced films for SNL, but this is the first time off SNL. So that kind of thing as well. So a really, really funny movie. Sigourney Weaver plays the woman who, she's sort of like her boss. No, wait, I think Steve Martin's her boss. But she plays a woman that is her, like, boss. And it's really, really funny. Greg Kinnear plays Tina Fey. That Tina Fey meets at this sort of fruit shop. Sort of like this protein shop, I think. So then they really get to, like, together, and the two of them start falling in love. He's a single parent. So yeah, good moments like that. Holly Taylor, who an actress, was in this. Now, I covered a movie she did for the studio before, Cop and a Half from '93. And Marla Taylor, who was in the Jim Carrey comedy Liar Liar. So I did watch that before. And she's good she plays Tina Fey's sister. But yeah, that's the gist. And Holly Taylor's her mom. And she's suggesting, I don't want you to have a black baby. I do not want you to have a black baby. Why do all these people get black babies? So she's kind of like that. She's a strict mother at times. It's a really funny movie. If I really get into it, I mean, I could go on and on. James Redhorn even appears in the film. I did cover I did cover the Adventures of Rocky Bullwinkle. He would play the president in that, so I did cover that movie with him. He's good in it though. If you remember the two-parter Farewell My Little Viking, the Artie episode, he was John McFlint, the aluminum sign salesman. Very funny in that. He has a small role as the judge, and that's near the end of the movie. I don't want to tell you the outcome is. So basically, Tina Fey's trying to pay Amy Poehler to have her kid by giving, if you have this kid, I will give you $10,000. Dax Shepard's her boyfriend, I do believe. So basically now she finds out that I'm pregnant. So she lets the Bell guy know that no, it's Dax Shepard's character's kid. And then she had to lie the whole time. So she had to lie to her and say that kind of thing. And I'm not going to tell you outcome is. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but let's just say there is a double reversal. So it's one of those movies. You may not like that ending, but eventually when it comes down to it, they go to trial, all that stuff. So Greg Kinnear eventually plays Poehler's lawyer to get back on that, but just to fake that. So I think I did mention everything. I'm trying to think of anything else I can mention. I mean, I try not to make my reviews really long. I'm trying to keep them very short, but when you have to kind of talk about a film that I think is one of the funniest comedies, definitely I have to kind of mention that. So, is there any negatives that I could say? Is there anything I didn't like about the film? Are there any negatives? Not really. Can't really say anything. This is just a perfect comedy. It had a very, I don't want to compare it to You, Me, and Debris, but it had that sort of heartwarming, tongue-in-cheek comedy, kind of like those old screwball comedies from the 40s, that kind of thing. I don't know if I compare it to that, but it's really, really fun. It's just a fun movie. This movie is just... Now, the question is this going to make it on my best list? I don't know. I've already seen it before, but I have not seen it since 2008. I thought it was just okay when I first watched it. Again, I rented it. I didn't see this in theaters when it came out, but yeah. It's just the two of them, like I said, I love Amy Poehler. I forgot to mention, there's a scene where they go to the nightclub. That's funny stuff, and she's just dancing and just having a grand old time. And just, the two of them are so good. They keep going to these, like, pregnancy place. The actress who is the head of the pregnancy place, I think, is actually, she played Shia LaBeouf's mother in Holes, and she was in Men in Black. I can't think of the actress's name, and I think Shark's Web as well. I can't think. I thought the really only negative is I don't understand what got the writers to have Steve Martin with long hair. He doesn't look good with long hair and a ponytail. Gray hair, long hair just does not work for Steve Martin. Though I don't think it's bad. I think he's fine in this, but I've seen other Steve Martin comedies that I think he does a better job. So, yeah. I did cover Parenthood on the channel, so that may be Steve Martin's best comedy. But this movie is still good, but he was more supporting role. He's not credited on the back, which is even more weird. So, I guess let's go ahead and take a look at the artwork. I kind of do like this artwork. What I don't like is this is a flipper disc. So you got the widescreen, full screen, you have to flip it over. I don't like that. I know Mill Creek reissued this, so I forgot to show you real close. I'll show it to you again. I do like the artwork. It's super simple and super good. I do like the tagline is, would you put your eggs in my basket? Kind of a dumb tagline, but I kind of think it's fine. But anyways, this movie is PG-13 and it's an hour and 39 minutes. Special features. I only watched one because some of the special features are on different discs. So if you want to watch, I guess if you want to watch all and any deleted scenes, and the other special feature on here is called Saturday Night Live Legacy of Laughter, brought to you by Volkswagen. Now, I'm going to talk about that because I didn't watch this featurette, but I watched some of these featurettes. Back in the day, Universal would have a contract with Volkswagen. So Volkswagen would sponsor these would sponsor these featurettes on here. And yeah, but the one I watched was From Concept to Delivery, the making of Baby Mama. And there's a commentary probably on both discs, so you'll have to look into that. So, yeah, non-stop laughs. You got that, Peter Hammond from Hollywood.com. So anyways, yeah, I think that's really about it. Don't mind that. Let's just keep continuing. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. So, final verdict. Should you see Baby Mama? Yes, absolutely. Not only is this one of the funniest comedies of the 2000s, it is really good. I said in Sisters, I didn't like Sisters, but I can recommend this one easily. But yeah, I can recommend that easily, guys. Go check out Baby Mama. You'll have a good time with this. So anyways, that's my review of Baby Mama. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Ring the bell. And yeah, and that's it. So, as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.